Hello YouTube, Sharps 1874 here, and I've got some new things to show today. So I probably say that a lot. But anyway, I happened to be in a pawn shop looking for a Carcano, and the listing said they had one. The guy didn't know what they had, and he said, "This might be it." And he held this up. It's not a Carcano. So take a look at this. You can tell right now, most of you, what it is. Excuse me. There's a dead giveaway. Somebody sporterized a Type 38 carbine. There might be a place for some sporterized rifles. I know there are people who are fans of them, but to take a beautiful rifle with a lot of history and sporterize it, so what they did, they cut the stock's been cut back. There was a forward handguard, but this is a smaller rifle, and let me get the dimensions on it. So overall length of this guy is 38 inches. So this is the Type 38 Carcano. Picked it up at the pawn shop for around $100. It'll only ever be a $100 gun because it's been sporterized. It's not a surp rifle. Anyway, I'm not a fan of sporterized rifles, especially ones like this. But the big question is, will it shoot? So I have some range footage, and we will answer that question. It will shoot. Oddly enough, there's something about this particular rifle that I don't have figured out yet. So it shoots the 6.5 by 50 round. Isn't it 50? Yeah, 6.5 by 50. And all the bullets that I have shot out of this particular rifle, if you can notice, they've pushed the primers back. Kind of odd. This one has been shot out of a regular Type 38, and it fired just fine. No issues. So why would I mention a regular Type 58? Oh, excuse me, I said 58, I meant 38. Well, I just happened to be online, and there was an auction, and I found a Type 38. Now, the difference between these two rifles is the length, of course, and this one has the dust cover, which we'll talk about in just a minute. This one I could get a dust cover for, but why? It's a $100 gun. It'll always be just a $100 gun. This one, the regular Type 38, and it measures, wait for it, almost 50.5 inches. So, putting these things up side by side, there's no comparison. I mean, you can't see, but from 38 to 58, or 38 to 50, this is a really long rifle. The other differences between the carbine, notice the size of the front sight. It's just a short itty bitty front sight, whereas the Type 38 has this really big front sight. Now, what makes this a special gun, and we'll just take a look at it back to front. Now, all Japanese rifles were built two-piece stock, so this is that's intended to be there. And we just go on and on and on and on, and finally we get down to the end. Okay, what makes, oh, I need to show you this. So this one has a mum. It has been defaced, but there's still a mum there. So usually you've got no mum, like this, or you have a mum. Having a mum is sought after because we made a deal for the Japanese to surrender. They said, we'll give you all of our rifles, but you have to let us take the mum off because the chrysanthemum is the symbol of the emperor, and we can't turn over the emperor's guns. We have to take them off. So to bring an end to the war, we made that part of the deal for surrender. But back to the dust cover. This is for me, this was a very sought after rifle because this came with a dust cover, and the serial number on the dust cover matches the serial number on the rifle, making it a hard to find commodity. So I'm not going to say it's rare, but you can find them with dust covers. Not everything matches, but the dust cover matches, and that's kind of cool. and a lot of people say, don't you ever worry about buying rifles online? Well, yeah, there's always an issue. Will it shoot? So I've got some range footage. We're going to go out and we're going to see how this guy shoots. Now, I also happened to come across a Type 99. So the Type 38 came first. It was adopted, I don't remember all the history of it, but I can tell you that if you want to know more about Arisaka rifles, ForgottenWeapons.com and C&R Arsenal are two really good places to get information on these old Milsurp guns. But the Type 99, instead of being a 6.5, it's a 7.7 by 55. And it was a very interesting rifle to shoot, and I will show you the range footage here in just a second. But both the Type 38s, the distance from the safety to the end of the buttstock is 12 inches. On the Type 99, for whatever reason, from the safety to the buttstock is 11 inches. Now, of course, this is empty. We would never do a video with a rifle that was not, had not been checked. But when I'm holding like this, with a standard grip, this is an inch closer to my nose. And every time I shot it, that's not true. For the first couple of times that I shot it, came back and my thumb hit my nose. It was a pain in the butt. It surprised the heck out of me. So I've ordered an extension for the end of this. But it's got a bit of a wallop. That 7.5 does have a bit of a wallop. The Japanese introduced the 99 in the middle of World War II if I'm correct. Maybe wrong. This one looks very much like a Type 38, except for the chambering. Notice this one does not have the mum. I really like that peep sight. Of all these three different rifles, I love this peep sight. This is just easy to shoot. Notice that this only goes up to 1,500 meters, whereas the Type 38, which was originally developed for World War I, it's marked up to 2,200 meters. The carbine, it's just 2,000 meters. That little tiny front sight. Okay, let's go see how it shoots, how they shoot. Be right back. Good rifle. The Type 99. So the answer to the question is, will they shoot? Yes, they will. I really enjoy these Arisaka rifles. I wish I had a carbine, Type 38 carbine that was not sporterized. We'll have to see. Maybe I may have to get one. Oh, twist my arm. There are feeding issues with the Type 99, and if you look at the history channels and find out about them, they did have issues. And when I shoot, I have to have my thumb right here on the side, or else I smack myself in the nose. So until my extension comes, I just hope I don't get a broken nose. Anyway, great rifles. If you've ever considered getting the World War I/World War II rifles, they are fun guns to shoot. So there you go. In the future, I will probably do a detailed video about one or all three of these. We'll have to see. Until then, I'm Sharps 1874, and I thought you might like to know.